She gave me a call when she watched the film, and she watched it before it was released because she's part of the VCA family. And she was really kind and she was appreciating my work a lot. Vikrant and I bonded after shoot when we started promoting the film together because it's easier and now you're not under pressure. Now
you're not in character.
Because it was very emotionally demanding. Then he's giving $20, and not just for me. If anybody does an extraordinary job, if Vikrant has done a really good job, if I've done a really good job, or anybody else, he gets up and he claps for you. I mean, who does that? A very difficult year was 2020 because the world was falling apart. Multiple reasons, and at the same time you're broke. I was fully broke in 2020. पहले मैं घर से नहीं निकलती थी कि पढ़ाई करनी है, मैं पढ़ रही हूँ या नहीं पढ़ रही हूँ, that's beside the point. बट मैं बाहर नहीं निकल पाती थी, मुझे इतना गिल्ट होता था कि अरे नहीं.
Hello everyone, this is Aina and welcome to Instant Bollywood. Today's interview is special because we are in conversation with Medha Shankar. So nice to have you.
Hi Aina, thank you for having me.
I have to first of all congratulate you for the success of the film and the way people are appreciating the film and your performance. I personally loved you in the film, so many congratulations to you on that, and of course the film going to Oscars.
The kind of love on social media and also from the industry, most importantly, like really incredible directors reaching out and appreciating my work. They're the kind of directors I've always dreamed of working with.
Yeah.
That's absolutely surreal. So yeah, I mean, I'm very grateful.
Who are these directors? If you could name a few.
I really don't want to name people, but the only person I can talk about is the first person who called me was Vidya ma'am, Vidya Balan, and I can only speak about this because Vidhu sir had already said on some other Saregama where he mentioned that. So I was like, okay, he's mentioned, so I can mention. But other people I can't mention really. But Vidya ma'am was really kind. She gave me a call when she watched the film, and she watched it before it was released because she's part of the VCA family. And she was really kind and she was appreciating my work a lot. So yeah, but since the OTT release, because so many directors and producers and actors I've watched, a lot of people have reached out to me with calls, messages on Instagram and otherwise appreciating the film and my work. So it's very gratifying.
Oh, that's amazing. Medha, I have to ask you about, a lot must have gone before you actually got this film. There's a lot of audition process, there's a lot of I heard that you had to test a lot for the film as well. But before 12th fail happened, what was life like?
Like you said, I do come from a very academically inclined family, so for me to convince my dad was a big thing, was a major turning point in my life. But that's the reason why I had to do my masters. But I think after graduation is when I decided that I wanted to pursue acting, because by then I had started to do a bit of modeling, and one short film is what I did, where I actually realized that I have a very deeper connection to acting, and I cannot not do this. So after completing my masters, I came to Bombay and I pursued this, and once I came to Bombay, there was just no stopping it. From afar you feel that, oh, I really want to do this, but when I came to Bombay and I started truly auditioning, even though I realized how difficult this is to make it, I also realized my love for the craft more than anything else. For me, the peripherals didn't matter that much, that, oh, you get to look a certain way, or glamorous, or parties, or whatever. Those things didn't matter to me so much, but the love for this craft was the driving force. There was just no stopping it. So no matter how many rejections I faced, it just didn't bother me, beyond a point, it just didn't. It was just, but yeah, having said that, especially when you come from the outside, it takes a while for you to understand, okay, where the auditions happen, and it takes casting directors some time to start taking you seriously, that okay, initially you're just only auditioning for ads, then web series, and then primary parts, then lead parts, and then films, so it takes them a while. But I think the only reason I was so patient, I have been patient, is because my love for this craft and me wanting to become an actor, that feeling is so huge, it's bigger than anything else. I auditioned at the casting agency, then they told me that Vidhu sir wants to screen test you personally. So I met Vidhu sir, Vikrant and the team to do my screen test, and the screen test went really well. And sir told me that we'll do a photo shoot and then we'll do more screen tests with you. And then he just jokingly told me that for Parinita we took Vidya Balan ma'am's 26 tests. So he was just trying to tell me that be ready. So we can take many tests. So I was like, if Vidya ma'am's so many tests were taken. I was ready, like you take, so I remember telling him, sir, you take 26,000 tests if you want, I'm ready. But actually, apart from that one screen test, I just gave another screen test after 2 months.
How do you feel? Because you've been also tagged as the national crush. There are some memes and so much going on that, you know, ek Shraddha to hum bhi deserve karte hain.
Oh God, yes. It's so sweet, yeah. I see all these edits. I want to tell each and every one of you who's making edits and who's making memes and all of that. I want to tell you I'm watching everything, guys, and I love you so much for this. It makes my day, and I'm just so overwhelmed with the love on social media. Yeah, they are so sweet. I mean, they put edits and like shots from the film and music and these Shraddha deserve karte hain, Shraddha is a green forest. It's hilarious. It's too sweet.
जब मैं विक्रांत से मिली and I actually interviewed him ये movie के लिए, he's done so much work and so much of good work. There is still this kind of simplicity and humbleness जो आज भी, you know, he has, and I'm sure that even after 12th fail he'll continue to be this sweet, simple, humble person that he is. What is it like to witness Vikrant Massey as the co-actor?
Incredible actor. It's been great working with him because, you know, when you work with good actors, I think the scene transcends, you know, beyond paper, beyond writing, beyond lines. And that's what happened multiple times when I was working with Vikrant, because he's such a good actor. Like if I've improvised something, he will take it and like make it better. If he's done something, I'll take it and make it better. So it's been a very collaborative, fun effort. And with Vidhu sir being the director, I mean, you know, it's just been magical. It's been so good.
You know, I even want to ask you about the chemistry, you know. Is it difficult to kind of create that chemistry with your co-actor, especially because you're not actually in love with them, but you all did it so subtly and beautifully. How did that actually transcend on screen? What was your bond with Vikrant off camera that, you know, it actually came across very comfortable?
Actually, you know, while we were shooting, because it's a Vidhu Vinod Chopra sir's set, and it's not a happy, fun, frolic film, like you can see. It's a very intense film. It's very performance oriented. Everyone's character demands a lot of acting, a lot of prep. So, and also it's Vidhu sir's work. So, and he expects a certain standard of work from you. You can't just go and do average acting and leave, right? So everyone was they knew that they have to be on their toes and they have to deliver a really good performance. So I don't think there was a lot of on set. Not really. Vikrant and I bonded after shoot when we started promoting the film together, because it's easier and now you're not under pressure. Now
not in character.
Because, you know, it was very emotionally demanding for all of us, me and Vikrant both. The characters are very emotionally demanding. So there was no time to, you know, be very pally or anything. It's only later that we became friends. But so I don't have an answer to how, you know, this. I think it's just like I'm a good actor, he's a good actor, and the writing is so beautiful of these two characters, and then Vidhu sir's vision of what he wants from us. Everything just together collectively helped us with the chemistry, I would say. Yes.
And that's how it came on screen.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
And how is it working with Vidhu? So what is he like, a director? Is he like the one who likes improvising, a serious director? Or he's like, gives the actor a lot of freedom to do what they want to?
He's both, actually.
Okay.
The fact that in my first screen test with him, I improvised a lot, and he really liked that, to the point that it was, part of it was included in the script. Okay. Says a lot about him. Even on set, if I had to improvise something, like if something has come up like from within, I'm like, no, this I want to do, I would just do it. You know, or I would sometimes tell sir, I want to add this line, and then like sometimes he's like, no, this doesn't work, and sometimes like, oh, this is great, Medha, do it. So with improvisation, he gives you that space. If he thinks what you're trying to do, it makes sense to him. If it doesn't, he'll tell you that no, this I don't want. But yes, he's a very serious director, of course, and I'm so glad he is.
Yeah.
You need a serious director to push your boundaries as an actor, because no matter how good an actor you are, how much faith you have in yourself as an actor, you always need a director to tell you, listen, you can do, no, push your boundaries, do better, you know, things like that. So he is a very serious director, but also I must tell you, he's also very very kind. Like I've never experienced this before, that a 71-year-old man who's like a legend himself, like if I've given a really good take, he's sitting at the monitor and he'll stand up and he'll clap for me and he's applauding and he's making the entire crew applaud.
Wow.
And then he's giving $20, and not just for me. If anybody does an extraordinary job, if Grant has done a really good job, if I've done a really good job, or anybody else, he gets up and he claps for you. I mean, who does that? And every time he did that, it would absolutely make my day.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think that side of Sir is not really, people don't know that. People know Sir as this very strict, disciplinarian sort of a director, which he is, but he's very kind.
He'll give you credit for
He gives credit and he appreciates like anything. Like he really praises you when you do a good job.
confidence aa jata hai na
Confidence
phir.
aata hai, yeah, because I think the only validation an actor is seeking, no matter how, like I'm a very confident actor and a confident person, so I'm not seeking validation from people a lot, but a director's validation really matters because you're trying to serve his vision. So when a director praises you and praises you like that, it really makes your day.
Do you remember how many standing ovations and claps you got?
I don't remember. I got quite a few.
And did he give you your? I think he did, right?
Yeah. So again, apart from standing up and applauding for people, what he does is this very sweet thing. He gives $20 to you. To give the $20 to Medha, $20 to Vikrant, $20 to this.
It's like your prize.
Yeah, it's your prize. This is like Shagun, like whatever, something like that. And it's so cute. And this one scene where I sing, he liked it so much that day he gave me $100.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that is my favorite memory from set because the standard was 20 and I got 100 that day and I showed it off to every actor. He see, I got 100.
Lovely. But I have to speak about how before this film, this film also gives a very important message about restarting. जब आप गिरते हो लाइफ में फेल होते हो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि आप उठ के रीस्टार्ट करो एंड दैट्स व्हाट आई डिस्कस्ड इवन विद विक्रांत लाइक व्हेन वर द टाइम्स वेयर ही एक्चुअली फेल्ट लाइक he needs to restart because this industry, especially acting, is a lot and full of rejections and then restarting again and giving yourself that motivation.
I'm very hard on myself as a person, so I would not go out, I would not step out to meet my friends because I used to always feel like I've not done enough, I've not reached where I've wanted to be yet, so what am I celebrating, why am I giving myself, so I'm not suggesting this to anybody else, but I was very hard on myself and that's just the kind of person I am. So it's lonely and it's scary because it's so uncertain, so every single day you have to restart, and the self-doubt from time to time with every rejection you feel like, Arey, what is this, yaar? Am I cut out for this, or why is it not happening? So every single day is a restart, I would say. But for me, a very difficult year was 2020.
Lockdown.
Because the world was falling apart. Multiple reasons, and at the same time you're broke. I was fully broke in 2020. I was living off my father's money because you asked me this question also, na, how did you survive in Bombay?
Yeah.
The only reason I could actually survive in Bombay financially is because I'm staying with my dad. I don't think I would have been able to survive in Bombay financially, paying the rent, paying for food, if I wasn't living with my dad. I don't think I would have been able to do that.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
At all. And
so there was self-doubt that what am I doing with life?
Yeah, so in 2020 specifically, because you're broke, and also I was a fairly newer actor. It's not that I'm established, so people are still casting me directly. No, I still had to make my mark in the casting department also.
Yeah.
So I didn't know, and that time self-tests had started to happen. So you had to invest in light and camera and stand and all of that also. Right? So it's like, and then in 2020 actually 3 big projects I had auditioned for, and I had reached a certain level where like almost directors meeting is going to happen, or like I'm almost getting the part, and all 3 I lost.
Oh God.
Back to back. So that was a big blow. And that for me, like for in the last 5-6 years, that's the only moment I felt really bad and felt like I let this self-doubt creep in that, oh, am I even cut out for this? Is this ever going to happen? But I only let myself cry for 2 minutes, and then I was like, okay, chalo, ho gaya, kaam khatam, abhi utho, itna rone ka time nahi hai. So yeah, then you restart again.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been, so yeah.
No, but at that phase and that point of time, what were your parents saying? Were they like, beta, you tried enough, abhi, like, you know, probably take out, you've done your masters, you're qualified enough, probably try a job. You studied fashion, why don't you do that? And also at the same time, did you feel like, yeah, मैंने बहुत try कर लिया, maybe I should opt something else? And how, and if not, because you clearly didn't give up, how do you kind of make myself कि ठीक है एक और साल और try करेंगे? वो बहुत मुश्किल है जब आप वो phase में होते हो, अपने आप को बताना is,
it's very difficult. I agree. My father initially was not supportive of this because, you know, parents are protective and you don't know anything about the industry. So you're very scared. What happens? Kya hota hai yahan? Pata nahi. And you've only heard bad things about the industry, right? You never know the good things. But it took him a while, but he was okay with it when we came to Bombay. And I asked him, Papa, give me two years. I'll do something. 2 years got over, and then he's like, you said 2 years, now you should go and do the job or something. I was like, Papa, 2 more years. So that 2 more kept happening. But internally in my mind, I knew it for a fact that I will die here, but I will make it as an actor. Because when I came to Bombay and I started auditioning, like I told you, it was never about the peripherals for me. I knew that was a bonus, but I realized this is my calling. I am meant and born to act. I had realized that. And then when you realize this is your calling, then there is no going back. Then I can't do, even if you give me like a job in Bain and Company or wherever, you know, Goldman Sachs, I will not be happy there. Right? Because this is my happy place. So I kept telling my dad 2 more years. But for me, it was always like, I'll die here if I don't make it, but I'll do what I want to do. Yeah.
Did you kind of feel bad for giving up on your social life because you felt like, I'm not feeling productive enough?
No. I gave up on my social life because I wanted to. I'll tell you why. Because I've always been, like I told, I'm a very sincere person by nature. Disciplined person by nature. Like even जब मैं स्कूल में पढ़ाई करती थी या कॉलेज, स्कूल में तो चलो मैं पढ़ाकू थी, कॉलेज में मैं नहीं थी. कॉलेज में मेरे बैक्स भी, स्कूल में I was fully पढ़ाकू. कॉलेज में मेरे फुल बैक्स आई हैं, ऐसा भी हुआ है, लाइक सप्लीमेंट्री जो बोलते हैं. इवन देन जब एग्जाम्स आते थे उसके 1.5 महीने पहले मैं घर से नहीं निकलती थी कि पढ़ाई करनी है. मैं पढ़ रही हूँ या नहीं पढ़ रही हूँ, दैट्स बिसाइड्स द पॉइंट. बट मैं बाहर नहीं निकल पाती थी, मुझे इतना गिल्ट होता था कि अरे नहीं. सिमिलरली यहाँ पे भी यही हुआ. अब वहां पे एग्जाम 1 महीने बाद हो जाते हैं एंड यू नो कि चलो यू हैव मेड इट. यहाँ पे एग्जाम 6 साल चल गए, 5 साल. यू नो, आई ऑलवेज से दिस, आई फील लाइक 12th फेल से पहले तक 2018 से लेकर अब तक अभी तक मेरे बोर्ड्स के प्रेपरेशन ही चल रहा था. इसीलिए आई वाज सो लाइक हार्ड ऑन माई सेल्फ. आई वुड नॉट स्टेप आउट टू मच, आई वुड नॉट मीट पीपल टू मच, ओनली लाइक be in a disciplined routine every single day. And it's only after 12th fail that I've relaxed a little bit. Okay, I think I've made it. I've done something
now right. I deserve to go out.
Some treat. Thoda dessert kha lo, thoda mil lo, thoda chill karo. Yeah. But it was difficult. You get lonely. But I did it out of choice because I loved my work more than anything else. I didn't want a social life. I wanted to dissect films when I was watching them. That was my happy place more than anything else.
What are your conversations with Vidhu sir now at this point, or with Vikrant, or with the cast and the makers?
But now all the conversations are only about like, I will send something to Vikrant. Hey, look, see, did you see this? Or I'll send something to Vidhu sir. Sir, see this. So all of that is just that. It's just happiness and sharing stuff with each other. Look, like Vidhu sir would give me a voice note or a call. Arey Medha, इस director ने तेरे बारे में ये बोला है, इतनी तारीफ. So very sweetly he would convey that to me. Or like Vikrant would tell me something. I would tell them something like from social media. I would share something with Vidhu sir because he's not really active on social media. So this is what they're saying about us and the film and this. So all of this just happy. Yeah, last night only Shraddha ma'am gave me a call. And we spoke for an hour. Yeah, just discussing it because so many people, so many directors are meeting them and appreciating the film. So everybody's on cloud nine. Yeah.
For prep of this film, did you meet them and kind of understand a lot about their life? I'm sure that helped. But how did that go when you just to hear someone's story? It's beautiful कि आज उनके ऊपर एक movie बनी है. So how is it? The process of actually meeting them and understanding and getting into the skin of what they are.
It was absolutely wonderful. So basically when I first screen tested with sir, before I was even logged for the part, sir had already told me, listen, you're the front runner, so you go and meet Start taking notes, start preparing at least. So I started to meet Shraddha ma'am and Manoj sir, and the first time I met them, I was there at their house for like 6 hours taking notes and speaking to Shraddha ma'am and Manoj sir, because I wanted to know who is Shraddha ma'am beyond the script, beyond Vidhu sir's version of her, and what I think she is, and also the book 12th Fail. So I would take notes, and we would speak at length about everything. And the most funny part was, every time we would speak about something important, our thought process would always come to the same point. So it's very surreal that Shraddha ma'am and I share a lot of similarities as people. Yeah, like I'm not even close to how incredible that woman is, but we do see, like, she always keeps saying that there is a lot of similarity internally.
You all look at life at this in the
Very
same
similar worldview on love, the relationship, or like just worldviews in general, our character, our basic nature or approach to life. It's very, very similar. It's so surreal.
So there was a lot of Shraddha in Medha.
Yeah, so also Vidhu sir was very particular that you don't have to imitate Shraddha ma'am or any character. The Shraddha that you see on screen, there's a lot of Medha Shankar in it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Shraddha ma'am, there's a lot of Vidhu sir's version of Shraddha. So there's a lot of Shraddhas in it. There's a lot of Medha in it.
Thank you so much, Medha. It was lovely
Thank
talking to
you.
you. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I have to say congratulate you once again for the amazing performance and the film that you and the entire team has given us.
How sweet. Thank you for having me. It was so much fun chatting
Same
with you.
here.
Hi, I'm Medha Shankar. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to Instant Bollywood.